everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here with my new Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, July 31st through Sunday, August 6, 2023. So for this week's weekly Empowered Moments video, we're going to be using the Archangel Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine for the main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Crystal Angels Oracle deck. I haven't used this one in a while. So just a reminder that this week is going into the first week of August 2023. Can you believe it's already August? So make sure to go onto my YouTube channel to watch the monthly August Empowered Moments video for the month. So that's going to include the numerology vibration of August, which is different than that of July. And actually, we're nearing the 8-8 Lions Gate portal of energy, right, when we go into August. It's going to include the astrological transits of significance for the month of August, a message from our angels and guides for the collective, for everyone, and then a special message card depending on your stone of choice for that month. So before we get into the weekly message and transits and even looking at our stones of choice, let's go ahead and do an empowered moment. So close your eyes, relax your body, clear your mind of all thoughts, and just focus on the present moment, the here and now, listening to the sound of my voice, and just allowing all of the muscles in your body to relax. Again, clearing your mind of all thoughts. Just focusing on this present moment and taking in a deep breath or two. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Letting your body relax each time you exhale. And this time I want you to imagine as you're breathing in that there's beautiful etheric golden white light all around you, and you're breathing that into every cell of your body. Go ahead, let's breathe in. Breathing in that protective, guiding, etheric golden white light. And as you exhale, imagine a grounding cord coming out of your root chakra, going down deep through the layers of Earth Mother Gaia, connecting to her crystalline heart chakra. Seeing that grounding cord connecting gently and lovingly to Earth Mother Gaia's heart chakra. And then as you breathe in again, breathing in her nurturing, loving, and healing golden elixir of light from her heart chakra. Breathing it in, up through the grounding cord. Exhale, and letting it be dispersed throughout all of your body, energy bodies, chakras. Allowing that to merge with the etheric golden white light, so you're connected to Creator Source above and Earth Mother Gaia below. And recently, we've shifted into a new set of sign for the North and South Node. South Node, ruler of the past karma. The North Node, ruler of future, where we're heading towards. And it recently left the signs of Scorpio and Taurus, which are signs of resources, signs of money, signs of value and what you value, who you value, and how you value yourself. Signs that even rule transformation on some level. The earthly level, the energetic level. And now we're moved into the signs of Aries and Libra, the self and relationships. And so for the next 18 months, we're focused on the balance of give and take and compromise, equality, within all of our relationships. Focusing on what that feels like in this present moment, thinking about your relationships and if they are in a state of equilibrium, where there's mutual love, respect, support. And focusing on how you would like those relationships to shift or change or look to you if they're not in a state of equality. And as we're heading into the first week of August and nearing that 8/8 Lionsgate portal of higher dimensional light codes and energies streaming in and onto the planet and into us and through us, take advantage of this high energy, this powerful energy of the star Sirius aligning with our sun and the great central sun and streaming in again all of these powerful light codes, thinking about our relationships and our relationship to ourselves as well, and where we might need to focus on our self-confidence and self-identity and self-assuredness, and where we need to balance our relationships, and maybe where we need to put forth a little bit more compromise and peace. Let's take a deep breath with whatever intention you have formulated in your mind. As you exhale, blowing that out to the universe, where it can be made manifest, where things can come back into balance, where there can be mutual support, love, kindness, and equality in all of our relationships, and where we can immerse ourselves in those higher vibrational light codes and activations coming from the portal of energy 8/8 Lionsgate that we're already immersed in, but that's getting stronger and stronger as we approach the date of August 8th. One more deep breath as you exhale, and in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. And let's get ready to look at our stones of choice. Okay. So the first stone of choice, now they all look kind of similar, but they all are different stones and they all have different special intentions infused into them. This one is citrine. This is a special intention pendant, citrine, and it's wrapped in silver wire. And it's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 3, number of creative self-expression and all forms of communication, including writing, speaking, teaching. The qualities of the planet Jupiter infused into this, the planet of expansion, growth, and opportunity. The qualities of the fire element for confidence, courage, and leadership. The energies of Archangel Gabriel, the archangel who supports and inspires those with a life purpose involved with communication. It also has the energies of Archangel Michael infused into it, the archangel who leads us to the next step of our highest and most important destiny path. Okay, and then pendant number 2 is Golden Aura Quartz. Now I know this is such a light color, it almost looks clear, but there is a very light golden hue to this. Golden Aura Quartz wrapped in silver wire and Reiki infused with the energy of Master number 22, number of the Master Builder and power on all planes, Wow, this one has the qualities of Jupiter as well. I didn't realize that. The qualities of Jupiter, planet of abundance, prosperity, and great blessings. The qualities of the sign of Leo, which we're in Leo season right now. And Leo rules confidence, creative self-expression, and leadership. Activation of the solar plexus chakra, the chakra of personal power, and the energy of Archangel Michael for confidence, strength, protection, and leading one on the next step of their highest destiny path. Okay, and then the last pendant here is Sunshine Aura Quartz. This is wrapped in gold wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 8, number of owning one's personal power and authority. The qualities of the sign of Sagittarius for joy, positivity, and optimism. The energies of Pluto, planet that will assist in transmuting and releasing deeply held blockages to one's inner power. The activation and balancing of the solar plexus chakra for leadership and take charge abilities. And the energy, again, of Archangel Michael. Again, I didn't realize they all had Archangel Michael to protect, pull cords, guide, and provide one with confidence to move forward on their path. All right, so again, our stones of choice are the citrine, the golden aura, and the sunshine aura. Okay, let's put those over here. Let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week. There's not a lot happening this week, which is interesting because, again, it's that first week of August that we're entering and leading up to only 2 days away from 8/8 Lion's Gate, which happens next Tuesday. But for this week, on Tuesday, the 1st of August, we have 2 astrological transits. The first one is Mars, the warrior, who's in Virgo right now, analytical, logical Virgo, in a positive connection with Jupiter, planet of expansion and blessings, in Earth sign Taurus. So they're both in Earth signs right now. So Mars, again, is forward movement, energy, action, but it's in the mental sign of Virgo. So the forward movement, the energy and action is put towards our logic, our analytical abilities, our abilities to pay attention to details, and perhaps coming up with a solid plan or strategy as far as what are the next steps that we need to take. And that connection, that trine to Jupiter, expands this energy. And it expands the potential for blessings if we do indeed pay attention to practical steps forward. And I say practical because Virgo, where Mars is an earth sign. Taurus, where Jupiter is an earth sign. The earth signs are pretty grounded, practical, and they deal with earthly matters. So Taurus now also does rule money and finances, and Jupiter is in Taurus. So we might definitely have our minds on personal resources like money and finances, or our time, efforts, our gifts, our talents, and those of others, and how we can kind of merge them together to kind of create, again, this abundance energy or this energy of blessings in our lives. But the trine to Mars in Virgo says, let's pay attention to the small steps that we need to take. Even though Jupiter wants to go big or go home, Mars in Virgo is like, we gotta stop here, and we've gotta pay attention to the little things, the little steps that we can take. And then on the same day, the 1st of August, we have Mercury, the planet that rules the mental realm, our thoughts, ideas, perceptions, and communications, also in Virgo. And that's one of Mercury's home signs is Virgo. So very comfortable here. It's all about logic and analysis, right? And trying to discern what is appropriate in our mind for, again, these next steps that we want to take. And Mercury in Virgo is opposing on August 1st, Saturn in Pisces. Now, Saturn is the planet of responsibility and karmic lessons. It can rule limitations and restrictions. It's in Pisces right now, which is a very interesting place for Saturn to be, because Saturn's very third dimensional, very practical, again, grounded, dealing with earthly matters. It rules our sense of timing, like third dimensional time. but it's in Pisces, which is the ruler of the spiritual realm. Pisces rules the etheric and the intangible and things that are kind of like invisible that we can't yet see, so we have to trust and have faith. So the Saturn lesson here, I think, in general with Saturn and Pisces, is that we can't always just rely on what we think we see or perceive with our eyes, basically, right? Saturn's all about reality, but Pisces is all about the otherworldly things that we can't connect with or touch physically. So again, we just have to believe. We have to believe in the miracle. So there's something here where Saturn's trying to ground in that idea of the miracle and the magic of Pisces. Now, going back to Mercury opposing Saturn, we could feel a little limited in our mind and our mental ability to be logical on that day, or to try to figure things out, or we might feel a little frustrated, maybe even a little depressed. But if we shift our perspective and we merge the idea of being logical, practical, and analytical and focusing on the next little steps or details, but we merge that with the idea of expansiveness and imagination and belief and trust and faith, I think that's what's going to get us the furthest on that day, by merging those two energies, balancing those two energies together. On Sunday the 6th, we've got the sun in Leo, right? And the sun is our personality. It's how we shine our light. It's our sense of individuality and expression. And it's in Leo. That's the ruling sign for the sun. So it, again, is very much at home here. It's all about creative self-expression. It's all about generosity. It's all about opening the heart chakra. It's all about just expressing oneself through creative activities or in any way, shape, or form. Now, that sun in Leo is in a challenging aspect to Jupiter and Taurus. So Jupiter, again, is that planet of expansion. Sometimes we say exaggeration, and it is a challenging square aspect. So things can be exaggerated here. One's ego, because the sun rules our ego, and it's in its home sign of Leo, which can be about the ego. Our ego may be expanded a little out of control, we have to work with our ego. We should love our ego, but with the square to Jupiter, we can become maybe a little egotistical, or a little overbearing, or a little judgy or judgmental. And so things can become exaggerated. Although this also means that ability of Leo with leadership and creative self-expression can be exaggerated as well. We just have to know kind of when to not allow it to go overboard, so to speak. So this can be really good for creative activities, looking at leadership potential. This can even be good for money and finances. One thing to watch out for is overspending. Jupiter and Taurus, just in general, for the year that it's in Taurus, we could overspend. We could overextend ourselves monetarily and financially. So we don't necessarily want to do that unless we know that, that's appropriate for us, that we're being guided to, kind of take that risk with our finances. But again, there could be some definite good things that are happening here with the sun square Jupiter, but there could also be some overabundance, overstimulation, overextension, and exaggeration with that as well. So those are the only things that are happening astrologically, except for the moon moving through the signs. I will say that the moon is in practical Capricorn on Monday, so it's going to be a good day Monday, like for work, career, business, that kind of thing, especially with the two transits that are approaching on Tuesday that we talked about. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the moon shifts into Aquarius. So remember, the moon is emotional, intuitive, and fluid, but Aquarius can be kind of hard and cold and stubborn and obstinate sometimes. So emotionally, we can be in this place of not wanting to budge. We can kind of be stuck, sort of, in a certain mindset. On Thursday and Friday, the moon is in Pisces. This is a beautiful, easygoing, spiritual, loving, compassionate place for it to be. And then on Saturday and Sunday, as that sun approaches that challenge to Jupiter, the moon is shifting into Aries. And so we can be more emotionally reactive, and we can be a little maybe hot-tempered in the way that our emotional buttons get pushed, but we can also be quick to kind of let it go. And, the moon in Aries is focused on self, which is not necessarily a bad thing unless you're forgetting everybody else's needs in the process. So that's what's happening astrologically. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for the week. So the first card is Major Arcana 14, and in this deck it's called Solutions. And I love that word, solutions, because it definitely describes Mars in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo so well. Because Virgo likes to find solutions, right? Virgo sees what's not perfect, right? That's why Virgo is the sign of perfection, to where they're always noticing the little details of what's not right, what's not perfect. Whether it's in themselves, in somebody else, in a project they're working on, in a work environment. And what Virgo does is they find solutions. They don't just necessarily point out problems to point out problems. They point out things that aren't right and provide a solution. So I love that this card is called Solutions. Now in the traditional tarot, this is the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about balance and moderation, where we have to stay balanced emotionally and mentally, and we don't want to go to extremes. We don't want to vacillate into extremes. That's why Temperance is about moderation. Now, the message here, this is ruled by Archangel Zadkiel, and it says success that comes from objective compromise. And again, that's another great word for Virgo. The Virgo energy that we've got going on here is to be objective. Pay attention to the details, be logical, analytical, and objective, and find solutions. So it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. Patience is another key word for the Temperance card. And then it says forgiving and healing energy. So I'm more focused on the idea of the solutions, right? Where we're using compromise and patience, and we're staying balanced and in a state of self-control, so that these little nagging things of Virgo, these little things that aren't perfect with Virgo, they don't bother us and frustrate us. Instead, we look at them, we recognize them, we have awareness of them, and then we say, what is the solution to this? What solution can I come up with to change what I'm seeing or feeling or sensing, or what's, the energies in this situation? How can I create a positive solution for all concerned and make this better, basically, because that's what Virgo likes to do, is they want to make things better. So let's go ahead and look at the next card. The second card for the week, this is the Five of Ariel. Now this is like the Five of Pentacles or the Five of Earth or discs in the traditional tarot. So Earth, discs, Pentacles, it's all practical energy, down to earth, three-dimensional energy. It's about career, job, money, finances, those tangible things in our lives. And the number 5, numerologically, sometimes can be about chaos and confusion and too many things going on, trying to juggle too many things. This one says at the bottom, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Okay, so you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Okay, so whether that's help from another person, a family member, a loved one, whether that's help from your angels and guides, know that help is nearby. So ask for help, right? And then it says negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So again, if there's something with money or finances going on, or with your job or career that's challenging, or even within relationship, this is saying don't focus on the negative or the glass half empty. Focus on the positive, the glass half full. Focus on the solutions to what can make it better, okay? And again, you don't need to go through something alone. Maybe you need to talk to a good friend just to kind of get a different perspective, or just to get something off your chest. Maybe it's a therapist or a counselor. Maybe it's going to get a reading to get a different kind of perspective and advice on what you're going through. So whatever it is, know that you should reach out and ask for either assistance or guidance, or just again reach out to, have that listening ear, have that support, that emotional support that you're needing. And then the last card here. Okay, the last card is the Two of Michael. This is like the Two of Swords in the traditional tarot. And the Two of Swords sometimes means that we're vacillating between two different possibilities or choices, or that we need to make a decision and we're thinking about the pros and cons of these two different directions that we can go in, the two different potentials. This one says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. It will all be better if you just make a decision. And then it says over-analyzing a problem. Are you over-analyzing? Are you being overly logical? Are you thinking with your head and not your heart? And I'm not saying that one is better over the other, but maybe we need to merge those, right? What does your heart say? What does your mind say? And maybe they say different things, so maybe we need to just meditate on this. Maybe we need to talk to somebody else. Maybe we need to meditate to find solutions that are going to work in our best interest. It does say find a compromise. So this might be between you and a coworker, you and a boss, you and a family member, you and a friend, you and a significant other, to where there's some sort of communication happening. And again, there's a decision or a choice on some level that needs to be made. Now these two unicorns are coming together and kind of meeting one another. Their horns are kind of meeting. Their heads, it's like the mind is meeting. Two people's minds, two people's thoughts are coming together and meeting. They don't necessarily look like they're in a fighting stance, although they are going head to head. So there might be some sort of disagreement going on with somebody. And again, I don't know if the choice is, involving something in regards to the relationship itself, or if the choice is about the relationship, or maybe it's about the job or the career. But this is saying that it will all be better if you make a decision. Now, with that in mind, I do want to say that we are going to be approaching a Mercury retrograde, and I don't know if Mercury is in its shadow yet or not by next week, or for the monthly August video that will be up soon if it's not already as you're watching this. I'll try to make sure to let everybody know when Mercury goes into its shadow, because it's going to go retrograde in Virgo. And while we're in a retrograde, and even while it's in its pre-shadow, it's not necessarily the best time to make a decision. So with that in mind, do the best you can to come up with solutions in the meantime. And everybody's kind of circumstances are different, right? It might be in your best interest to make a decision now, but it might be in your best interest to wait, for more information and details to occur or come into your kind of scope of reality before you make the decision. So I think it all depends on who you are, what your circumstance is, how long you have to make a decision, etc., etc. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the special message is depending on the stone of choice. That first stone of choice was the citrine. So let's give this crystal angel deck a little shuffle here. Special message for the citrine people. Nothing's jumping out yet. Close my eyes again. Oh, this one almost fell right in the front, so that's the one I'm going to choose. It says, make time for self-care. Now, Virgo, where Mars and Mercury is a great sign for self-care. Virgo sometimes is so much in service to other people, helping other people, doing for other people, taking care of details for other people, that they forget about self-care. So this is a great message for you. It's kyanite. So kyanite can be, usually we think of it as a blue kyanite stone, which is why you see the blue here, but there's green kyanite, there's black kyanite as well. And kyanite is one of those self-cleansing stones that never carries negative energy, because it self-cleanses itself from the negative energy. It can also cleanse other stones. And it's great for the throat chakra if you need to have a conversation or communication. And it says, make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So make sure that you have some downtime, alone time, meditation time. Take a walk in the woods, go out, go shopping if that's fun for you or whatever. You need to do something for yourself. And that's going to be, they're even saying ceremony, like, I think August 1st, and I didn't even say this astrologically, so pardon me, but I think August 1st is the full moon in Aquarius. Is that right? Yeah. Tuesday and Wednesday, the moon is in Aquarius. Okay. So we also have a full moon this week. Somehow, I don't even know how I missed that when I was writing down the transits. So on Tuesday the 1st, with those other two transits, we do have a full moon going on in the sign of Aquarius. The sun is in Leo, the moon is in Aquarius. It must be around 7 or 8 degrees of Aquarius. So, the full moon, things are coming, kind of magnifying, intensifying, coming to a head in the area of humanitarianism, in the area of higher downloads, which is perfect for the 8-8 Lion's Gate, in the area of objectivity and independence and freedom and liberation, all of those things that are Aquarius energies. So perfect time to kind of take your individuality, take your liberated spirit, and go out and kind of do something for yourself, with yourself. Be freedom oriented this week. Okay? All right. I can't believe I forgot the full moon. Holy goodness gracious. All right. Golden aura. Golden aura. Special message for the golden aura people. This one's calling my attention. Passion and purpose with rubellite. Passion and purpose. And it says, your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. Well, heart is a key word for Leo, right? Passion is a key word for Leo. Purpose is a key word for Leo. So take all this Leo, the lion energy, and take this full moon in Aquarius with the sun being in the opposite sign of Leo, and find your passion and find your purpose. Open your heart, expand your heart chakra, expand the sense of that unconditional love. That's the higher form, right? The higher form of Leo is kind of this unconditional expressive love instead of just this ego-based love. So let's open that higher heart chakra. Let's be loving and generous and creative and passionate and purposeful with everything that we do. And that's kind of a key phrase there. With everything that we do, have purpose, right? Exude with a sense of purpose. And isn't this so colorful? Leo is such a colorful, creative kind of sign. That's why they're all about self-expression. And this person has their kind of hands up here. It's like, let's express, let's find that, again, that passion and purpose. So this is about working on something meaningful. Maybe it's your website. Maybe it's writing a book. Maybe it's even putting your passion and purpose into revitalizing a family, friendship, romantic relationship. It could be anything, but make sure that you're opening up to that solar plexus, sacral chakra, kind of combination of leadership, passion, purpose, empowerment, creative self-expression. Okay? All right, and those of you that chose the Sunshine Aura Quartz. Sunshine Aura Quartz. Special message. This one's calling my attention as I open my eyes. Ooh, this one says control issues, and it says yellow jasper. Yellow jasper. So that solar plexus chakra is the center of personal power. It's the solar plexus chakra, right? So any yellow stone is going to be connected to that solar plexus chakra. So it says, utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may be trying to control you. Okay, so maybe you are in some sort of power and control issue. Maybe you just have an overwhelming fear or anxiety to where you feel like you're disempowered or being controlled. And I'm not saying that you're making it up, but remember that you have the power within you to take your power back, to own your power, to stand firm in your truth, to speak your truth. Now, it's not to overcompensate and exude your power and control over someone else, or to start an argument, although sometimes we do have to be a little bit more assertive with our communication if someone's not hearing us, right? Maybe we just need to say, let's sit down because I need to say something to you and I really need you to listen. That's not being mean, depending on the tone of your voice when you say that, but it is asserting your strength. It's asserting your personal power if there is a disempowerment situation going on, and that can be in any area of life. So, know that you can take back control, if you will, of a situation by taking your power back in an appropriate way, and then to exert your confidence and self-identity and courage and leadership ability to move forward and to make the appropriate kind of correction, if you will, in whatever it is that's going on in your life, in your situation. Okay? There's a lot of orange in here too. So again, that idea of the sacral chakra also seems to be in here with the solar plexus chakra. So this is about that sacral chakra of passion and creative self-expression. It's actually, to me, the sacral chakra feels like it's very connected to the goddess energy. So the goddess is strong, but she's also gentle. So it's that kind of energy where you want to be assertive in a gentle way, where you want to bring out your inner goddess, but in a powerful way. And that is how you want to move forward in this week with whatever this situation is that's going on in your life. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the weekly Empowered Moments video. Again, make sure that you find the August Empowered Moments video. Take a look at that. Check out the new service of Akashic Record readings on my website that is now up and running. And I send you all lots of love and light and peace and happiness and joy and abundance and prosperity as we move through this month of August and these higher vibrational light codes and activations of 8/8 Lionsgate. So see you all in the next video. Love and light, everyone. Namaste.